Do Revenge is the brand new Netflix original film that hit theaters. It hit Netflix this past Friday. The film stars Camila Mendes, Maya Hawke, Austin Abrams, Rish Shaw, Sarah Michelle Gellar, and Sophie Turner, and tells a story about Drea, played by Camila Mendes, and Eleanor, played by Maya Hawke, agree in their senior year of high school to go after one another's bullies. The film is an hour and 58 minutes and is TV matured. Welcome back to a brand new movie review here on Max Talks. We're talking about Do Revenge. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, ring the bell. Do movie reviews, TV show reviews, movie rankings, and a box office breakdown show. So please subscribe, ring the bell, like the video, thumbs up button really helps more than you guys think, really supports the channel. Please hit that like button down below and comment down below. First of all, have you heard of Do Revenge? Are you gonna check it out this upcoming week on Netflix? If not, if you've seen it, tell me that you like it, not like it. Let me know your thoughts. So I saw the trailer for this. I said this could be either a cute little movie or a really bad Netflix film. Watching this film, they make a lot of high school films in this kind of vein, and this comes from the director Jennifer K. Robinson, whose other directorial film was a Netflix film in 2019 that I watched called Someone Great. That was with Gina Rodriguez. That movie was like a pretty average movie. But she also co-wrote the film, and she has writing credits on also Someone Great in this movie, but also on Pregnant, which I thought was really good from 2020, and Thor: Love and Thunder. So I enjoy our two leads. Obviously, Maya Hawke from Stranger Things, Austin Abrams from Euphoria. Even though I don't watch Riverdale, I really enjoy Camila Mendes and the small amount of things I've seen her in. So overall, I was really actually excited for this movie. And I'll say this is the most fun I've had watching a Netflix movie all year long. Now, yes, are there some things that are clearly not good at the movie? Yes, but I had a total blast from start to finish. As a Camila Mendes plays this character named Drea. She's kind of like the popular girl in high school. At the end of junior year, something happens between her and her boyfriend. She kind of gets exposed in a particular way, and this is kind of costing her everything. Her whole social life has kind of been destroyed by this. And then she meets in the summer, leading into senior year, she meets Eleanor, played by Maya Hawke, who is transferring to Drea's school. And Eleanor realizes on the first day of school that her bully also goes to Drea's school. So it's kind of an unlikely alliance to try to team up on their bullies. And I think the thing that works the most about this movie is the cast and really the main two actresses. This is definitely by far and away the best thing Camila Mendes has done so far. She's really charismatic. I've seen her in some lead performances, but this finally feels like she should be the lead. I do think sooner rather than later, she needs to probably get out of the popular high school girl actor now. She's way beyond that, and hopefully this is the last time we really see her play a high school popular girl. It feels like in every year she's playing someone. So when you're seeing someone play the same role for years, you don't really buy she's in high school. I didn't really care. She's really good in this movie, and she was my favorite character of the entire film. She can be definitely unlikable for big chunks of the movie, but when she is likable, she just oozes that charisma, and Mendes is great. And then Maya Hawke, this is probably her biggest role outside of Stranger Things, is also excellent. There's some things that you really don't know at the first of it. Her relationship with, again, the two of them have excellent chemistry. If they didn't, this movie would really fall apart. It relies on Mendes and Hawke's chemistry, and it's really good. And both characters are fascinating in their own ways, not just off the bullies who they're going after, but also just their own personality. Normally, these type of people just wouldn't mesh together, but I think in real life, these type of people do mesh together, and can mesh together. And I actually like the authenticity of this type of friendship brewing in high school. Austin Abrams, who was, if you know, Ethan from Euphoria, he is the biggest jerk, one of the biggest jerks of the entire movie. He plays Max, who kind of exposed his ex-girlfriend, Drea, played by Camila Mendes. He was actually, it's weird. He's such a likable guy. He plays one of the most likable characters in Euphoria. And he's just the complete opposite in this show. He's the school president. He's kind of full of himself. He's hooking up with a lot of different girls in the high school. But but he's very entertaining to watch. Rish Shah, who just came off playing Kamran in Miss Marvel, was also really good in here. He has a dynamic with Camila Mendez's character, which I actually wasn't as surprised about. They had very good chemistry as well. And then Sarah Michelle Gellar, she was also very entertaining. She plays the headmaster for the school. So we see her in scenes with Drea, Camila Mendez, and they're very entertaining scenes. Now, as I said, this movie is really fun from start to finish, and I was having a pretty good time with the first 2 acts of this movie. And then something happens, a surprise happens with the last 40 minutes of the movie, and it completely changes the movie in a good way. I was like, wow, I did not think that this type of movie would make that type of decision, and I was really happy by it. I don't want to give any plot details or spoilers on what happens towards the third act of the movie, but when it happens, it really shocked me because the first 2 acts are very much, you've kind of seen this type of movie before. It's entertaining. The cast is awesome and the characters are cool, but you've kind of seen this movie before. And then it kind of says, actually, we're going to do this to change it up. And it felt very fresh. And it kind of gave the movie another layer to it, which I really like. Now, the way that they resolved that issue was very rushed, and I'll get to that in a bit. But the actual element of what happened it didn't just happen to be a surprise. It made sense, and I was actually kind of shocked by how much I liked that idea into the movie. And I think both actors pulled it off very well. As I said, it's really fun from start to finish. It's a very turn off your brain movie as well. Yes, there's some stupid elements, but it's a really fun movie. It's not just for high schoolers. I feel like a lot of people will enjoy this movie based off the charisma of this cast in general. Now, I do have some negatives with this film, just a couple. As I said, at times, some points of this movie just don't feel realistic. I never thought that this school just never really felt like a real school. Of course, when stuff happens, the whole rest of the school is oblivious to it. No one defends Brea, or everyone's on Max's side. There's never just like that. There's never just like everyone's just kind of blind to everything at the rest of the school. There are some dynamics, like relationship dynamics, that I just felt were kind of forced into the movie. Some things, again, just don't make a lot of sense. There are some characters that will be annoying because they're caricatures on top of caricatures of high school students. The stereotype, like girls, is like the popular girls clap like this. It can kind of be cringe at times and not very realistic. As I said, it's very much, the first 2 acts are very much, I've been here, done that before. This movie, the third act kind of does it. But the big thing that happens in the third act, it gets resolved, for me, too rushed. And how both characters kind of respond to each other off of this twist. I felt like it was just way too rushed. It was kind of resolved in 15 minutes of screen time. And I felt like it could have been a whole other hour left of the movie, but there's not the third act happening. This is the third act idea. So I feel like that could have been a bit more brought together. I think there actually could have been a lot more messaging in the film. I think the film tackles it a bit, but because at times the school just doesn't feel realistic, sometimes the movie doesn't really feel authentic. But overall, I had a blast with Do Revenge. It's one of the most fun Netflix movies I've seen all year. It is the most fun Netflix movie I've seen all year long. The cast is fantastic. The characters are great. I would love to see these characters in another movie. If they ever thought about doing a sequel to Do Revenge, I don't know how you would do it, but I would be all in to see these characters once again. So while it has definitely some stereotypes of high school, maybe at times it doesn't feel like a real high school with actual high school age kids in it, I had a blast from start to finish. And I hope to see Camila Mendez and Maya Hawke getting more starring roles off of this film. So I'm going to give Do Revenge a 3.5 out of 5. I'm going to give 74% for Do Revenge. Had a blast with this film. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, ring the bell. More videos coming, including as this video drops, and/or episodes 1 through 3. They drop for spoiler breakdown. Then tomorrow will be She-Hulk. So more videos coming soon. I'll see you.